All right, Cornerstone listeners, this is Coach Kyle Nelson here with a mini podcast for you. Like I said before, we're going to try to do these mini podcasts, maybe one a week, maybe two a week, maybe we'll miss a week. They'll be in between the regularly scheduled Monday ones where we go a little more in depth, 15 to 20 minutes of a really in-depth topic, something you can take directly back to your team, make them better. These are going to be more like observations, small things I see, small things that we want to do to make ourselves better. Probably won't go longer than just a couple minutes. So today's is on a golf lesson that I had with my daughter. So she's 7 years old. She's just getting into the game. She really likes it. She's taken a couple lessons with a teacher in our area. And for Father's Day, she got me a partner lesson with her with one of the premier teachers in our area, former PGA professional. I coach golf as well, and I know a lot of his golfers in the high school area are just outstanding. And so I was really excited just to see how he's teaching the game so I can teach her in the same way. And what blew me away was after he did some minor adjustments on her grip and stance and things like that, some really minor adjustments, he brought up the TrackMan and he basically said, I want you to see how far you can hit it. And we sat there with her for about 15 minutes and let her take her driver out and just rip her driver as far as she could. And he would say, really he was looking at club head speed more so than the distance, because the distance had to do with how well she was contacting the ball, and the club head speed had to do with her intent to contact the ball. And what he said was, with younger players, once they get a baseline of skill, they teach them to hit the ball as far as possible. Because if you can hit the ball, I'll just use, if you're 14 years old and you can hit the ball 200 yards, but you end up in the rough, you're going to be ahead of someone who hits the ball maybe half that distance and is in the fairway. The game's more fun. And also, he was talking about there being a very small window for developing rotational power and really impacting it, and that being at a young age. Now with me, all the cues he gave me were external. He didn't talk one time about my elbow, my hands, my wrist, nothing. He took the TrackMan out and he said, we want to create a club path that is inside to out, a half a degree to 1 degree, and you want your club face to be open by no more than 1 degree. So again, a half a degree to 1 degree. And we just took the TrackMan out and I would take a swing and he would, so I have enough power to play the game. And so he would literally say, that was outside to in 3 degrees. We need you to go inside to out in my next swing. That was outside to in 1.5 degrees. So whatever you felt there, let's do that a little bit more. Okay, that was too far. That was 3 degrees inside to out. Let's back that up a little bit. And so every cue he gave me was external. He didn't talk once to me about where my hands were, where I was, anything like that. Everything he gave me was external. And I thought it was really interesting. And so I mentioned to him that baseball is starting to go that direction as well. And he said, well, they absolutely should, because at a young age, they need to learn how to hit the ball as hard as they can, because that's going to be fun. That's going to be productive in the game. And you're going to close that window of a rotational power development if you're teaching kids to just put the ball in play. So those of you that coach younger guys, hit it as hard as you can, throw it as far as you can, throw it as fast as you can, and swing as fast as you can. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you can, follow us on iTunes. That would be great. Leave us a rating or review if you like the show. Thank you for those of you that do that already. We're also on Stitcher, so if you have an Android app, you can get us on there. Have a wonderful day and never stop learning.